I have $100,000 of cold hard cash in this case. 4 chefs get $25,000 each. If they want to leave this kitchen with any of the cash, they have to survive 3 culinary challenges. And each other.
One hated player, hit the game.
Watch yourself. In a game where sabotage is not only encouraged, forcing them to do their cooking in the smallest cast iron skillet I could find. No way. It's for sale.
3,000.
It's over. It's a game we like to call Cutthroat Kitchen.
I'm Chef Alexis from Atlanta, Georgia. I am a very, very competitive person. If I'm competing with you, I'm gonna mind blow you, and I'm gonna cut you under the table with the sabotages, because this is Cutthroat Kitchen, baby.
I'm Chef Eric from Austin, Texas. People are usually shocked when they see me throwing down in the kitchen, for sure. I mean, I'm just like this surfer dude, but don't let the blonde hair fool you. In the kitchen, I'm a beast.
Your hair is real nice, but it's gonna get messed up while we start the competition.
I'm Chef Kui, and I'm the official sous chef for a professional basketball team. I know I'm a badass chef because I always come with the kick, pound, slap your mama flavors.
I'm ready. Are you?
You ready for a lady to take charge?
I'm ready for your eyelashes to burn off.
All right.
I'm Chef Joe. I'm from the School of Hard Knocks in Queens, New York, and I can cook anything, anywhere, anytime, any place. Everywhere I go, people think I'm associated with organized crime. I don't know why they stereotype me like that.
Tough guy, huh?
A little bit. I don't know why they think these things. Forget about it. It doesn't make any sense.
In New York, we don't play exactly fair. Like cement shoes and stuff like that.
Ah, look, a quartet of shiny new chefs. How delightful. Well, allow me to welcome you to Cutthroat Kitchen. You're about to compete in a culinary competition. There'll be 3 rounds. At the end of each round, one of you will be eliminated. Before each round, I will assign a dish. You will then have 60 seconds to shop for everything you might need for that dish in our Cutthroat Kitchen pantry. After that, we have some fun in the form of an auction where you will be able to bid on some devilishly ingenious devices that, should you win, you could use to cause your opponents discomfort. Of course, you're going to need money, and I happen to have here $100,000 of cold, hard cash. Each of you will receive $25,000 of these dollars, yours to use in the competition as you see fit. But listen, chefs, spend wisely, because at the end of the day, one of you will walk out of here victorious, but you'll only walk out with the money you have remaining. Chefs, take your money. 2 bundles apiece, please. Chef Alexis, 2 for you.
$25,000 in my hands. Mine to do what I want with during the competition. Game on.
Now let's get down to business. Your first challenge, give you 30 minutes to create your take on a bento box.
Oh yeah, this is all me. I make bento boxes in my sleep, awake, I'll make them while I'm surfing, I don't care.
Bento box is an assortment of small Japanese dishes, all assembled beautifully in a traditional divided box. Your 60-second shopping period begins now.
So we're all running in, all 3 of them head to the left, and I'm thinking, go to the right. Not knowing that they were only gonna leave me smoked salmon in the fridge.
I'm thinking that I'm gonna get double of everything in case somebody takes something away from me. I'll have something else that I can make for the bento box.
3, 2, 1. Well, it looks like everyone had a reasonably successful shopping venture. Let's see if we can't make things a little more interesting with our auction. You know, bento's essentially a Japanese word for lunchbox. And look, I have a typical American lunchbox here. Let's find out what's inside it, shall we? All right, we've got a ham and cheese sandwich, a tuna sandwich, ants on a log, carrots and ranch dressing, some rice pudding, I think this is, some fruit, and a juice box. Now, I wouldn't want this anywhere near my bento box, but it's going to be all up in one of yours. You see, you win this auction, you can force one of your opponents to forfeit their entire shopping basket, with the exception of packaged sauces and spices, in exchange for the contents of this lunchbox. Now, the question is, who's going to give me $500 for the lunchbox.
There is no way I'm getting this. I'm going to spend what it takes to not get this lunchbox. $5,000.
$5,000, Chef Eric. How about 51?
I'm gonna do what I do best, and I'm going to mind sabotage you. 52.
65.
$6,500 bid from Chef Eric. And Ben, I'm going to go 6,868.
I start bidding on it to raise up the price so that I can knock out somebody else's money. 81.
81. Do I hear 82? 82. I have the 82. How about
9,000.
9,000. I have a $9,000 high bid right now from Chef Alexis. 95.
95.
96.
96.
97.
My plan is working. Chef Eric keeps bidding.
10,000.
The current high bid is a Chef Eric at 10,000 going once, going twice. Sold. Chef Eric. Come on up, sir. Bring me my money.
I can't believe I just spent $10,000 for the lunchbox. Oh, man. It does feel good. It does feel good.
It's on, honey. It's on. I love you.
Well, I do have one more item up for bid. Let's take a look. Why, look, it's a chair with no legs. How sad. See, in Japan, it's quite customary to sit and dine on the floor. And who are we to mess with tradition? Bring it in, boys. A Japanese-inspired prep table. And if you win this item in auction, you can swap out one of your opponent's prep stations with this.
I am a 6-foot woman. There's no way I'm going to sit down at this table, get back up, sit back at this table. There's no way. 3,000.
3,000 is current high bid, Chef.
3,100.
3,100 now. How about 32? Do I hear 32?
I'll
32?
go 4.
You go 4. $4,000, Chef Cooey's current high bid.
4,100.
41. Do I hear 42? Do I hear 42?
Watching these two suckers bidding each other up is perfect because at the end of the day, one of them's going to end up with that sabotage anyway.
43.
43. Do I hear 44? 44. 44. Bid of $4,300. Going once. Going twice. Sold to Chef Cooey for $4,300.
Shit,
Now,
who's gonna get it?
take this chair, ma'am, and slowly decide who will be spending a great deal of time sitting upon it. Off you go.
I think that Chef Eric is probably going to be my biggest competitor, so I have to make the boys suffer.
What? Bye. Really?
Oh.
Fine. Challenge, bento box. You got half an hour? That 30 minutes begins now.
I had a lot of good ingredients in my basket, and now I'm stuck with a tuna sandwich, celery, and peanut butter and raisins. So when I see that, I think, great, I'll have peanut butter, which is a profile that they use in like Asian cuisine. So I remove all the little raisins and I grab the peanut butter and I add some water and I start to make like my peanut like Thai dressing that I'm gonna use. And with the tuna salad, I'm going to make tuna rye with some of the raisins, celery, and a little bit of shaved carrot. Thank you, Chef Eric.
That's what I'm here for. My bento box is going to be a spring-style bento box. I'm thinking I really want the rice and the pork element with a citrus, because I'm kind of going with a citrusy, spicy vibe with the rest of the plate. I get the pan on the stove. I want this pork to be crispy. Got a little bit of boiling water to my rice. This is going to take a while.
How's that seat
You know
treating?
what, to tell you the truth, I wanted to get off my feet. It's all good.
I decided to make a seared tuna and pancetta bento box. So for my seared tuna, I know that I want to serve that over a bed of rice. So I grabbed the pressure cooker. I started to put my rice and my water in it. I sprinkled a little salt and pepper on my tuna, seared it both sides, boom. Move over to my vegetables, bam, 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 bam. Just let those cook until it's done because I only have 30 minutes.
I'm gonna make a sashimi and kimchi bento box. First thing I gotta do, I gotta get those noodles and that rice on the stove. Then I start working on my sashimi. Just gonna try and fill my bento box with some tuna, some salmon, a couple nice dipping sauces if I get to them. Get that set aside so I know that that's prepared. And I still got plenty of time. So Cutthroat Kitchen, no problem.
Excuse me, chefs, listen up, please. In this hand, I'm holding a large bowl of rice. And in this hand, I'm holding a single grain of rice that has been custom painted with the letters CTK for Cutthroat Kitchen, of course. Oops! I dropped it. Win this auction and you can force one of your opponents to stop everything they're doing and painstakingly sift through this rice to find that one custom grain of rice that I clumsily dropped. And you know what? I'm even going to throw in a magnifying glass, though I don't know it'll do a lot of good. And oh, by the way, you have to leave all the rice in the bowl.
Forget trying to find a needle in a haystack. It's finding a needle in a needle stack.
What? Who in the world has time for that?
Yes. In this hand, I'm holding a large bowl of rice. And in this hand, I'm holding a single grain of rice that has been custom painted with the letters CTK for Cutthroat Kitchen. Oops! I dropped it. Win this auction and you can force one of your opponents to stop everything they're doing and painstakingly sift through this rice to find that one custom grain of rice that I clumsily dropped.
I thought all the sabotages were done, but don't underestimate Alton.
We'll give you $500 for this fabulous opportunity.
So guess what? I start bidding. 21!
Let's go 22 all day. 21's high bid going once.
My position being low, I'm hoping no one's going to pay attention to me.
22.
I'm not bidding on this item because, it's just a piece of rice. I can find it.
Going twice. Sold for $2,100 to Chef Alexis. Who would you like this rice delivered to?
I would like it delivered to Chef Joe.
Chef Joe, everything stops right now. Here's the magnifying glass. Talk to you later.
Have fun with that, buddy.
No problem. I got eyes like a hawk. This should take less than a minute. Oh, God. What is this thing?
17 minutes.
Did you find it yet, Joe?
I did not.
Keep looking. Inside the lunchbox is a classic ham sandwich, and I'm thinking I can kind of grill it and make it crispy with some of the peanut butter, which is a profile in Asian cuisine. And even though a sandwich is not a traditional item that goes into a bento box, I'm going to present a new American bento box. I also have some type of rice pudding that I add to my shredded carrots. So the rice right now is really sweet, which is perfect because that's very indicative of a dish that you would have in Japan.
How's it going, Lunchbox?
I'm doing good. Enjoy sitting down there?
So I'm getting ready to make my smoked salmon roll, and I've made this roll a dozen times. So usually I like to do a nice little bit of soy sauce on the daikon, soften it up a little bit. I know the smoked salmon might be a problem, maybe a little too salty. I add some citrus to it to give it like another little dimension. I'm feeling really good. I think I'm sitting pretty.
After I got my vegetables cooked, throw a little soy, salt, and pepper, boom, that's done. So I put that in my dish. I have these great sausages. I put them on the grill. I want a nice char on these. I let those go, and I'm gonna pull these sausages off at the last minute.
Chef, you have 8.5 minutes remaining.
Can't believe I can't find this kernel of rice. Are you sure you put that rice in here, Roland?
It's there.
I'm digging sideways, upside down, right side, left side. What was that?
Oh, no, that's not it at all. Sorry.
I'm getting nervous. I think I'm going to run my time out. I might lose this round because of this. I can't believe I'm going to get killed on a piece of rice. Oh, snap. There it is. Thank God. Here you go.
All right, let's see here. Yep, that's the one. Good job.
I'm back on track. My noodles are looking good. My rice is looking good. And then I'm going to take that last compartment. I'm going to make a nice kimchi out of the fennel that I got. Chef Alexis, thank you so much for the rice.
I love to give.
I don't know if I believe that.
Chefs, you've got 60 seconds.
I'm worried about my sausage right now, about getting it cooked down.
That's right.
It's raw. What am I gonna do without this component? I'm grabbing this raw eggplant and I'm putting it on my plate. I'm not sure why I'm doing this. I am completely freaking out. I'm just grabbing stuff and placing it on places that it shouldn't be.
Chefs, you've got 15 seconds. Let's hurry it up now.
I look over at Chef Kui's bento box, and two of the compartments have the same ingredient, rice. I think you're going home first, Mommy.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. Challenge is over. Please step away from the board. Thank you. Hi, Jet.
Hey, Alton.
Good to see you again. Chefs, this is our judge for the day, Chef Jet Tila. He is a executive chef, a restaurateur, also official culinary ambassador to Thailand. He's even got a sash, but he never wears it around here. So, Jet, how do you feel about bento boxes?
Oh, I love bento boxes. Multiple types of components all in one box. Very cool.
Now, keep in mind, Jet here has been sequestered in a soundproof chamber. He knows nothing of the horrible things you have done or endured, and you know what? He doesn't care. He actually only cares about 3 things. Stop.
Flavor, presentation, and that box better remind me of a bento box.
Let's find out if they do. Chef Alexis, tell your story.
So today I made a new American bento box with a sandwich, with some crispy ham. I also made some sweet rice and a tuna rillette with some raisins and some shredded carrots.
As a bento box, you've succeeded. The sandwich, I walked up to it, it looked really boring, but there's some good flavor going on here. The tuna, it's basically like a tuna fish salad with raisins, but it's really sweet. And that rice thingy is another very sweet component. Overall, the predominant flavor you're giving me is sweet, and that's a problem. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Chef.
Hey, Chef.
Chef, nice to meet you.
Chef Eric, please tell Jed about your bento box.
So I did a spring-style bento box, soy marinated, daikon, wrapped smoked salmon, little orange, mayploy, glazed pork on top of a bed of rice, and then a little spring salad.
Breaking it down, you made rice pretty well. The pork is also really good. Look, you've achieved a bento box, but I don't understand at all the daikon smoked salmon play. The daikon is rolled in like a soy sauce or something like that. Soy sauce over salty smoked salmon.
Too much.
It's just really, really overwhelming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chef. Let's move on down the line. Chef, could you please tell Jet about your bento box?
All right, so what we have here is a seared tuna and mushroom and pancetta served with seasonal vegetables and white rice.
Okay. So what's in here?
Right here is our tasting station. What we do is take your rice, put it there, and you can switch out the different components so that you don't mix all of the flavors together.
Okay, look, overall, your tuna is cooked really well. Your vegetables also have really great flavor. The problem, a raw eggplant. It's a huge faux pas. You always have to cook an Asian eggplant.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Chef.
Thank you, Chef. Let's move on down the line. Chef Joe, please tell Jed about your take on the bento box.
I made a sashimi and kimchi bento box, which has a little white sticky rice with a squirt of lime, tuna and salmon sashimi, some salted udon noodles with bacon and shrimp, and a fennel kimchi.
You know, Chef, you have a lot of fun things going on here. Your kimchi is sound, right? There's a good acidity, a good spiciness to it. Your udon noodles are well cooked. They're well stir-fried. Problem, you put a little too much soy sauce in there. Okay, there's a big salt taste there. I have no problems with your sashimi. It's well cut. The rice is cooked well, but also a little overly seasoned. So I think you might have been a little heavy-handed with your seasoning today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chef. Jet, please step this way.
I don't have a complete dish, but Chef Alexis made a sandwich out of another sandwich.
All right, Jet, I won't beat around the bush. It's time for one of these chefs to pack up their bento box and get on out of Cutthroat Kitchen. Who's it going to be?
Well, thank you very much, chefs. I know bento box cooking is not easy. It's a lot of components, and I can only imagine what happened here, but that's not my problem. So the chef that's going to be eliminated today is Chef.
It's time for one of these chefs to pack up their bento box and get on out of Cutthroat Kitchen. Who's it going to be?
So the chef that's going to be eliminated today is Chef. Kui. I'm very sorry, I just couldn't get beyond the raw eggplant.
Chef Kui, I'm so sorry, ma'am. I'm going to need that cash back in this case.
I came here to win, but now that I didn't, it's just gonna make me stronger because something as small as the raw eggplant is not gonna be the reason why I'm held back. Don't let these tears fool you. I'm a very strong woman. I'm gonna come back for you and be even stronger than I am today.
Chefs, congratulations on surviving the first round here at Cutthroat Kitchen. For you, the competition continues immediately.
I'm pretty stoked that I made it to the next round, and I still got my money. There's no way I'm walking out with 1 penny less than $25,000.
Round two. We give you 30 minutes to make your absolute best crab cakes. Your 60-second shopping time begins now.
I make the best crab cakes in New York. I need some good lump crab meat, some seasoned salt, some onions, some eggs to bind my crab cakes together perfectly, maybe a little pan cow. I got this in the bag.
30 seconds.
I'm gonna make a real basic crab cake. I'm grabbing mascarpone, eggs, crab. I'm feeling like maybe I made some mistakes spending so much money in the first round. So, I'm gonna play it real safe.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Damn, I don't have any mayonnaise or any eggs. So I guess I sabotage myself.
Let's see if we can spice things up a little bit with an auction. Our first item. Surely you didn't think I was going to let you keep that convenient jumbo lump crab meat, did you? Please, don't insult me. Here we have some rock crab, which equals a lot of work for not a lot of crab, and some cheesy crab dip, which is mostly cheesy. Win this item and you can force both of your opponents to forfeit their convenient lump crab meat and replace them with these instead.
I can handle it. So my strategy right now is to get Chef Joe to start bidding. We're in the second round. I need to make him spend some of his money, because if I get to the third round and Chef Joe still has all his money, I'm done for. $1,100.
$1,100. Do I hear $1,200? So I get $1,200, $1,200, $1,200. $1,100 current high bid. $1,100 going once. $1,100 going twice. Fine. Sold to Chef Alexis for $1,100. Bring it on up, sir.
Doink. That may have backfired on me, but I still got some time, and I know that Alton has some other sabotages. Take the crabs.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
And this might work in your favor.
I've never seen a dip like this before. It's got cheese and crabs, but who doesn't love cheese? I think I can please the judge with this one.
Gentlemen, if you don't like the taste of that particular sabotage, don't worry. I have one last item up for bid at this time. Let's see what we got. This is a perfect sabotage.
Really?
Huh? You all know what this is. It's a little crabby grabber thing. It's meant to imitate the actual, workings of the crab.
The crab grabber, I mean, who goes up for this stuff?
Win this auction, you can force one of your opponents to use this and hold this little grabber in their dominant hand for the entire challenge. It's kind of useful, depending on... Oh, let's face it, it's not useful at all. Who's going to give me $500? $500 bid from Chef Alexis for the grabber.
$1,400.
$1,400, smart man.
$1,700.
$1,700.
$2,000.
$2,000?
So Chef Joe finally wakes up and starts bidding. So I'm thinking, game on, baby. $2,100.
$2,800. $2,800.
$29.
Right here, $3,000.
I'm going to bid this guy up. And if I get it, I get it. I can handle it. $4,000.
$4,000. I'll get $4,100.
$4,100.
Man, I can't believe what they're willing to pay for that thing. I mean, $1 crabby thing? I don't know, I'm not worried about it.
$7,000.
$7,000.
$7,100.
72?
I got this guy wrapped around my finger. I'm going to run his money right out.
$8,500.
$86. Chef Joe, I'm sorry to say, I'm going to back out. Say goodbye to your money.
86?
86. 86.
86 right here, 87.
Sorry, Chef Joe, you're not walking out of here with the whole $25,000.
$9,000.
$9,000. $9,000. Will you
I'm
go
going to say 9,100.
9,100. Will you go 92? Will you go that high? 92.
I'll let him
92.
keep it.
9,100 was your bid, sir. Going
Yes.
once. Going twice. Sold for $9,100. Bring me your money.
Thank God. Chef Alexis, we meet in that next round. You're done.
I cannot believe that I won this stupid claw crab thing. Press it and see how you do with it. But I decide that Chef Eric is my biggest threat and competition. So, guess what?
Thank you so much.
Crab cake. 30 minutes. Time starts now.
Chef Alexis definitely trying to take me out of this round. Gave me the luck crab, gave me the claw. He thinks I'm down and out. He's wrong. I gotta change my plan up a little bit. Now I gotta worry way more about the crab, not as much about my sauce. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little wine reduction. I'd love to have my other hand right now. Oh yeah, and I'm going to add a little capers and olives. Having to hold this thing in one hand through the entire cook, this is gonna be interesting.
You want me to help?
No, you already sabotaged yourself, buddy. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So I'm heading into cooking knowing that I don't have any binder. When I was in the pantry, I didn't get any eggs. I didn't get any mayonnaise. To make my crab cake, I put a little bit of salt and a little bit of oil, and I put a little bit of the breadcrumbs, and I began to form my little crab cakes. Please stay together. Please stay together. Please stay together. If it falls apart, I'm done for.
Alexis, thank you so much for the crab, whatever you call it. My plan is to try and find as much crab as I can out of this crab cheese dip. I've never seen a dip like this before. There's crab in it, but there's very little crab in it. This is like digging through the rice. So I'm hoping that some of that crab flavor is in that cheese, and I might be able to make this like a nice cheesy crab cake.
I would say if I was Chef Joe, I would take all of that cheesy dip stuff and I would put it into the very, very fine strainer, and I would spray it with hot water until I had extracted every bit of that cheesy yuckiness. 14 minutes.
I have the crabs cooled off so I can handle these things to get the meat out. Gotta pop the top on it. There's not a lot of meat in these guys either. I go to the claws. They get quite a bit of meat, but because I'm in a pinch, I can only use one hand to get these things cracked. So basically I go to plan B. I smash good. Get the meat in my mixture. Hopefully not get too much shell in there, but this might happen.
How's your little claw? Feel good? So I flip over my crab cakes, and I am elated. They're actually keeping together. I decided to make a zucchini salad, but I realized I don't have that much color. And I took a little bit of lemon juice, and I added a little bit of olive oil, and I tossed the salad, and I placed the crab cakes on top of that. And hopefully that will get me through this round.
2 minutes.
I'm feeling actually pretty good. My sauce is reduced. Oh, perfect. Look at that. I basically just gotta get these guys out of the pan and start working on my plating.
My crab's looking lovely. They're nice and crispy on top. But you know what? I got this nice cheese dip next to me. I think I'm gonna take some of my cake decorating skills and make a little cake ribbon around it. It's actually looking kind of fun.
Oh my God, I love that. Yes, that is awesome. I almost feel kind of bad for Chef Joe. It looks like he's making a wedding cake or something. What is going on over there?
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Challenge is over. Microwave board. Hi, Jen.
How's it going?
Good. So, how do you feel about crab cake?
Oh, who doesn't love a supple in the middle, crispy on the outside crab cake?
Well, everybody loves those. I don't know that that's what you get, but let's go find out, shall we?
All right.
Supple.
Yeah, that's the crab cake inside, yo.
Chef, tell your tale.
In my restaurant, we make these eggless crab cakes with a little bit of Chinese five spice, zucchini salad, and a little green salad.
You've got that balance between really crispy exterior and a nice kind of soft interior. Seasonings there. Where you went wrong was this, I don't know if it's like a ragu or a salad or underneath. It is 100% lemon. You didn't temper that with anything.
Thank you, Chef.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chef. Let's move on down the line. Chef Eric, tell your tale.
So this is a country-style Texas crab cake. The sauce, which goes really nicely with it, is a little shell. Sorry.
What?
White wine reduction, olives, and a little mascarpone. Maybe a couple shells there, sorry.
A crab shell. Wah, wah.
You need to clean your crab. It's kind of a big faux pas.
More shell. This is like a nightmare. This is like a bad dream. Like I want to just be woken up from this.
That being said, your flavor's good. In terms of the crabbiness, you have a nice kind of a seafood taste, but the experience is not there. Thank you very much.
Chef, let's move on down the line.
You got it.
Chef Joe, tell your story.
So I made you a New York cheese crab cake.
So what I like is the textures. You've got the nice kind of crispy panko exterior. It is soft on the inside. I'm not tasting a lot of crab. Now there's so much cheese and cream cheese or butter in here. It's just a little too decadent for my taste.
Thank you, Chef. Jeff, let's walk this way.
He's telling me he doesn't taste any crab in mine. That could be a bigger problem than a shell or two inside a crab cake.
So, Jet, I'm figuring that at least one of these crab cakes left you feeling a little crabby.
Crab cakes in Cutthroat Kitchen, I'm sure, is a challenge. But unfortunately, the chef that I have to eliminate is Chef. The chef that I have to eliminate is Chef Joe. The dish is crab cakes, and I just didn't taste any crab.
Chef Joe, I'm sorry to see you go, but I'm afraid I'm going to need that money back in the case.
Wow, I can't believe I just got eliminated. Chef Alexis, you got me. My personal intention was to be the first person to walk out of here with the full 25. But, you know, as we say in New York, it is what it is.
Chefs, congratulations on surviving to this, the final round here in Cutthroat Kitchen.
It's game on. And if I'm really honest, Eric has Goldilockish kind of cool hair, like, what's up, what's up? But Papi, you know what? I'm Chef Alexis, and you're nothing to me.
Now, we do things a little differently in the third round. I'm going to announce a dish. You're then going to have the traditional 60 seconds to shop. But then we're going to skip over the auction period and go directly into cooking. And then, if I decide to auction off a few things during the cook, I will.
Honestly, getting to the last round, I am pumped. But Chef Alexis is the last guy I wanted to go up against. He's a confident, seasoned vet chef, and I know he thinks I'm gonna lose. I just gotta prove him wrong.
I'm gonna give you 40 minutes to make me a perfect pineapple upside down cake. Oh, we don't like the sounds of that.
What? Oh man, I hate baking.
Your 60-second chopping time begins now.
So for
I'm just gonna do a real basic cake. I'm gonna get my flour, like Marciano cherries. I'm gonna get my pineapple, my eggs, my butter. I'm already got a lot going on the plate. I don't want to overdo it. It's a problem of mine.
3, 2, 1, and your cooking time begins now.
So I get to my station and I start to chop as fast as I could all the pineapple that I needed, because I know that Alton is gonna come out with the sabotage and I need to be ready.
Chefs, you know, a hammock is a very relaxing thing to rest in, but gosh darn it, if you get frisky in them, they'll just flip right over upside down. So I thought, what would it be like to actually have to use one as your prep table? If you win this auction, you can force your opponent to do all their prepping on this hammock.
If I get that hammock, I'm probably toast. So he's getting that hammock. 5,000.
I got my $5 grand. How about 51?
I decided I'm not going to bid because the second sabotages are always the worst. So I'm gonna wait and let Chef Eric spend his money.
Sold to Chef Eric for $5,000. So, gentlemen, can we set up Chef Alexis' new station for him?
$5,000 well spent.
Holy moly.
I'm not walking out of here with a dime. I'm walking out with a W.
I really didn't think cooking on the hammock would be that difficult, but I placed the pineapple on one end and the hammock almost flipped over. Since I can't reach the other end of the hammock, I literally have to throw my ingredients into the bowls. So there's flour everywhere, there's pieces of pineapple on the floor, but I have to keep going. I'm not gonna let...
Caramelizing to make the cap of my pineapple cake, get my pineapple cut. I'm just playing it safe, going with a nice little traditional pineapple upside down cake. I know that pineapple's on top, it's got a cherry or something, some sugary glaze. I'm not going off the recipe, so I'll get my batter in. And I put everything in the oven.
Chefs, you have 22 minutes.
The next step is for me to actually mix the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients. You're gonna go to hell for this. That batter is flying off. I'm going crazy. Where's the flour? Sugar, 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 sugar. I look over at Chef Eric and he's just leisurely mixing. And it makes me angry. Damn! I don't want to go home just because of this hammock. I'm gonna do dual baking.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to myself, shut up!
Oh, keep spinning these.
I start making my whipped cream with a little bit of vanilla. And I start whipping and whipping and whipping. I'm waiting for Alton to go, hey chefs, we're gonna auction off this. And I'm waiting thinking it's gonna be so horrific. And then...
Why did you get so cheap?
What do you mean cheap?
Well, you could have outbid him. Get more
But
money.
I didn't know if there was gonna be another sabotage that was gonna sabotage the sabotage. So I thought, there's always a better sabotage after. So I was trying to be strategic and trying to think that you'd come out with your little laugh, and then you'd bring and you'd give something really horrible.
Which just goes to show that you can't crack this game. You can't figure it out. You can't possibly know what I'm going to do.
You're talking to Alton Brown, bro.
I don't know.
6 minutes, 30 seconds.
Hello? I'm trying to shake the oven so that I can see if it's still jiggling.
You're a crazy person. It was the Chef Alexis Loses His Mind show.
Come on!
He's opening and closing the door to an oven where he needs to cook cakes.
Maybe if I just kind of squish it down.
I couldn't ask for a better seat to this festival of fun.
Not looking good.
Ovens don't bake when you have the door open, and Chef Alexis has got to leave that thing closed, or this will not be a finished cake.
How's your cake coming along?
Pretty good, sweet cakes. Oh, look at those guys. Gorgeous. Oh, everything's looking great. I mean, I couldn't be happier. Cakes coming along nicely. I get my pecans out of the oven, add a little sea salt, creme anglaise, tastes amazing. There's no doubt in my mind, I just won Cutolo Kitchen.
2 minutes, chefs.
Look, I know that I sabotage everybody real good. But I have to tell you, out of all the sabotages I have ever seen, this is the most devious, devilish, and demonic ever. Right now, I'm so discouraged. I just feel like a big, loser.
4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up, challenge over, back away from the food.
Chef Alexis is just eating life over there. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Hi, Jet.
How's it going?
I'm doing swimmingly. It's been a fantastic cooking challenge here.
Awesome.
How do you feel about pineapple upside down cake?
I love pineapple upside down cake. Pineapple on the bottom, a nice cakey top. Maybe if you get that kind of caramely bits, it's always good.
Gentlemen, please bring your offerings forward, place them here and here, and then step away to a safe distance.
I look over at Chef Eric's plate and it's really beautiful. I don't know how it tastes, but all I'm hoping for is that my flavor of my cake beats his, because my presentation doesn't look that good.
I can see the finish line. My dish, clean, beautiful presentation, and his looks like it came out of a blender. I got this in the bag.
Chef, please tell Jet about your pineapple upside down cake.
I have a polenta upside down pineapple cake with a real simple vanilla whipped cream.
You've accomplished a really delicious cake. It's cooked through, it's moist, it's got a very, very nice flavor. The only thing I'm missing is that beautiful pineapple top. It doesn't really look like a pineapple upside down cake.
Thank you, Chef.
Thank you.
He's actually enjoying this cake. I mean, I can see genuinely enjoyment on his face. This isn't good.
Chef Eric, please tell Jet about your take on pineapple upside down cake.
So this is a old school grandma style pineapple upside down cake. A little candied pecans on the side and a grapefruit creme anglaise.
First thing that I see is a really beautiful plate. You had a vision, you hit it. The citrus anglaise, it's really nice, right? It's velvety, it's smooth. You've accomplished that caramelized pineapple. The cake itself, though, it's very muffin. Another issue is it's slightly undercooked. The nuts, by themselves, delicious. I just don't know if they play together.
Thank you. I feel like it's anybody's game, which I can't believe. I thought for sure they were just gonna push his off the table and hold mine up in the air and I'd reign supreme and glitter would come down, but nope, once again, down to the wire.
All right, Jet, you've had your dessert. It is now time to decide whose world gets turned upside down. One chef's going to walk out with cash, one chef, not so much.
You know, I gotta take another bite.
Eat it all.
It's just,
Ed, you're the judge.
it's just too close.
Getting in your way.
What's going on? Why are they doing this? This has never happened, ever. Usually Chef Jet makes a decision and it's done. And I'm getting ready to cry and I'm thinking, suck it in.
Thank you very much. Both very, very, very tasty, but I have to give the win to Chef. Alexis.
Yeah, even with the habit. I won. I am so excited.
Wait a minute.
And Chef Eric. They both were just too close. Congratulations.
So wait, what?
It's a tie. It's the first time in Cutthroat Kitchen we've ever had